Goon Quest is a Dungeons & Dragons role-playing podcast containing both crude and sensitive humor, with occasional references to things like drugs. Content warnings can be found in the description.
Goon Quest.
Welcome back to Goon Quest. My name is Jimmy, and I am your actually living and breathing dungeon master.
Lies.
Debatably.
Yeah, I'm dead on the inside. We are a Dungeons & Dragons podcast, and we play Dungeons & Dragons. We're going to start that now. And we have a bunch of goons that play with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, goons.
Hello, I'm Goon number 1. My name's Joey from Texas, and I'm playing Plato Zaltan, the 4th level wizard. And for today's fun fact, I've been on the Instagram. I've been sifting through the comments, and I'm going to put the rumors to rest. I'm going to address it right here, right now. I'm happy to say, yes, Plato does eat ass. And there's no more debate. There's no more need for the debate. It's 100% confirmed.
It's crazy there was that many comments about it, too.
Tons. Yeah. I mean, I just felt bad for everybody, because on everybody else's character, everybody was just like, hey, have you heard of Plato eating ass, maybe? And I didn't want that to go on any longer.
Oh, okay. No, well, thank you. Thank you for that.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jayden. I'm Goon number 5. I'm from Wisconsin. And I'm playing Ithquant Letni, the Dragonborn Paladin. A fun fact about Ithquant is recently we've reached level 4. And I had mentioned before that Ithquant had been training with his fellow allies to learn how to deflect magical spells with his shield. And it's all come to fruition. He's also been doing training with Adras and grappling. It's all come to fruition as he's taken the shield master feat. So he has gained the ability to not only deflect magic with his shield, but also grapple people as a bonus action, kind of.
Oh, yeah. I thought it just let you shove them. Yeah.
Close enough.
All right, my name's from Alec. I'm from
What? Did it fuck up already?
Your name is from Alec. Just roll with it.
Okay,
all right. You know what? Fuck it. Restart. My name's Alec. I'm from Buenos Aires, and I say kill 'em all. I'm playing the level 4 monk human Adras. And fun fact about Adras, after magic came back and kind of destroyed where he lived, basically, every night the head of his order, Sigma Chi Coleman, would gather everyone together and tell mage stories, which are basically horror stories of how using magic is bad and wrong and a shortcut to power, and is never going to work out. Over his travels, Adras has gotten a little more chill with people using magic. I think if he ever sees a warlock, he's just going to punch him in the nuts, but yeah.
Is there any resentment from that? Maybe related to past characters played.
maybe a smidge.
So people know, too, a warlock is someone that makes a pact with an otherworldly being. They're generally very edgy and evil. Sometimes very chipper and not, but...
Sometimes they make a pact with the library.
Yeah, with books.
And then the library torments them for forever.
Pact with nerds.
You don't understand. The pact like defines who I am.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I am Lil Goon, Samuel from British Columbia. I play the sorcerer dwarf Boravik Smokestone. And a little fun fact about Boravik is he is terrified of people finding out that he doesn't really know how to use the magic that he's discovered. So to cover himself, he keeps telling people he's had magic his whole life, despite the fact that it's only been around for a few months. He's pretty sure his ass is covered. No one suspects anything.
Beautiful. Hello, I'm Goon number Goon Pun. I'm from my name, also known as James from District 9. I am playing Voralden Derrickson, the human ranger fighter. Multi-classing's weird. I've never done it before, so we're learning here. And a fun fact about Voralden is he's really, really on the point about making sure he sends something home for Mother's Day / his mom's birthday. But, like, he hasn't realized that the town name's changed, so the package never gets there.
Oh, no.
So like every time like they send letters back and forth, it's fine because they're like, oh, he probably just means it. But if it's like a bigger package, they're like, oh no, I don't know what town this is. You know?
Are you using like the Caltecan bird messengers?
Yes.
They're just keeping that shit.
Right. But he doesn't know they've never arrived.
Mm.
And like his mom's too nice of a person to be like, oh, you didn't give me anything. So he just thinks she didn't like it.
Oh, so he keeps sending
So he
better
keeps
things?
getting bigger and bigger with it every year.
What did he send this year?
So you know edible arrangements,
Yeah.
right? It's like the equivalent of that, but like not flowers.
Oh, it's just a
It's
bunch
like
of...
a person made out of vegetables.
Oh, it's like a whole... Oh, out of not even fruit, vegetables?
Well, both. Yeah,
Oh,
whatever
okay.
the fucking edible arrangement is. I don't know what the fuck
Are
those
you
I
familiar
have
with
a-
edible arrangements?
No.
I have a question for Voralden.
Yeah.
So does he never mention his gifts in his letters? He's like, hey, how did you like my gift?
No, because his mom's like, oh man, it was such a cool Mother's Day, but like he's like, oh man, I probably didn't do, because she'll usually write him first,
Oh, okay.
because he's waiting for the response from the gift, and it's like, oh, had a good birthday today, and he's like, oh man, she must not have liked it. Damn,
Beautiful.
it's great. Long distance.
It works out great.
Yeah, especially with mail.
Why don't we just transition straight into a little bit of a recap for you guys? And then we'll just pick up where we left off with the evening time with Twig and Crud and your guys' open roof barn. Or sorry, stable house. Which is basically a barn at this point. The words are interchangeable. Where we last left off, you all faced a surprise assault by the Crimson, an organization associated with the Doomwing, despite what some would say they're considered fanatical, in the eyes of Ithquant, that is. With the fight being almost a deadly grave for Ithquant Letni, he was able to hold on to his life and take a bit of the tiefling with him. The majority of the group was able to utilize a potion of healing to save Twig's life, and in turn take the fight lazily run by the lead gnomish officer Garfield in order to oust the cultists. The party chose not to pursue until they had an evening to nurse their wounds, though they were able to spend a decent evening with Twig and Crud, where Voralden finally chose to give Twig the closure of her mom's passing. And that's where we kind of left off with you guys doing little puppet games, like shadow puppets with them, and just kind of an evening time, having a nice surreal evening as you guys drifted off to sleep. So we will kind of begin this session whilst the party sleeps.
Uh-oh.
This is one of those classical who's going to get fucked with moments.
I'm gonna die.
Or so I know. We talked a little bit about where you all were kind of sleeping. I know Ithquant is on the ground. I think you were going to go on the roof, but also the roof is not really there.
No. I'm not keeping watch anymore. I think I'm just chilling.
Okay.
I don't think Voralden slept in like 3 days.
Okay, so he's sleeping.
Yeah, he's out.
Okay.
I know
Where
I
else?
passed like all of the saves, but like I was out of spell slots for like 5 combats.
To be
5. I'm generalizing.
be fair, the past 3 sessions have been all in the same day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yes.
hell, this campaign, as far as the online part goes,
Mhm.
has lasted 2 days now. 5 sessions and 2 days.
It all started with a 3-month trek here, which we didn't even do.
Which
But,
we did.
yeah.
We did.
I mean, we did trek a little bit. There were some letters sent. There was a little bit of
They're all supposed to be sent to Fairthia, if I remember, too,
I think so.
Yeah.
for you to pick up.
Yes. We'll get there eventually. There was some Squig Bat Hop played,
Yeah. Yeah, that's also a Patreon exclusive. We will release the rules to Squig Bad Off.
Oh no.
You guys don't want that.
That's just bad content, the release.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is I was very much drunk with power making those rules.
Okay, where would the rest of you guys be sleeping in this kind of moment? You know the setup of this stable at this point.
I'm calling dibs on the bed.
Oh yeah. That bed.
Push the children out.
I like the idea that, yeah, Plato is in the middle, and then, like, Crud, or at least, yeah, Twig and Crud are just sleeping on the sides of him. Like, Crud's fallen off at this point, but Twig's still, like, managing to hold on to the bed.
Adras probably
tries to sleep in like the least flammable, most grounded part of the barn, and eventually just crawls over to a hay pile.
I'm gonna go sleep in the basement.
Okay.
I am the monster under the house.
You are the dragon of this dungeon.
Yeah, it hits like
Exactly.
your broken cart wood pile gets uncomfortable, so you just open the latch and just slither down.
That's a good go point. I'll just move my nest down there.
So
they
in the
made
middle
me
of
a
the night,
nest.
Everyone wakes up as like Ithquant's just pushing everything down there.
Just the sound of wood scraping wood.
And
Yeah.
then Boravik's
And Adras' incessant snoring as well.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, sleep apnea.
Yeah.
so nobody's sleeping.
Nobody's really sleeping in this place. Borvik, where were you trying to sleep?
I've got my back like up against the barn door, just leaned up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no secret why Voralden has not gotten any sleep the past couple of nights.
It wasn't even because of y'all. I wasn't even in the room.
Ralden's ears covered in the corner.
Just in the circle, wrapped up in the cloak, in the corner, just out.
Covered over him, just sleeping. Okay, awesome. Okay. Yes, wow, that actually fits perfect with a little description. I said the wooden creaks, but that takes a whole on new meaning in this place. In this roofless barn, give a semblance of uncertainty to the structure's overall damage. It took a Molotov cocktail or two, but you guys were able to put it out after the events of the fight. Though inside this area, there's the 5 of you rest kind of in comfort with the 2 additional children, knowing that you're kind of able to preserve this sense of normality for the 2 of them that haven't really had a normal setting of life for a while, or at least a family life for a bit, as you guys were able to give them at least a good evening of that. The air is cold, and this day kind of marks the start of winter's waning period as it hits just past midnight or going later into the evening. It's the waning portion of the season before spring would come in a couple weeks. But now the bundles of blankets and body heat kind of leave you all feeling comfortable. The road has been pretty long, so a good rest for all of you is nice, since probably the last big good rest you guys have had not on the road was in Withake. And to some extent, that's not even for everyone. Some people haven't rested in a while, so having this feeling in the stable just kind of resembles this sentient of home in its own kind of weird way, as you guys all have had very different upbringings to an extent. Like to Ithquant, it's probably like, wow, I'm sleeping indoors and not camping. You all eventually, and I'm talking the night where actually people are actually asleep, so it's like between midnight and 1 a.m., like you were all basically awake because the sound of like scraping on wood. When it hit by light...
There's just an earthquake in this house.
When it hit probably like 3 in the morning, when you're all dead ass asleep again, and you're all gonna end up sleeping in too late anyways because you lost your long rests after the scraping of the wood starting at midnight.
No, I've been out of spells for so long.
You just gotta sleep longer. 2 of your guys' slumbers are encroached, invaded, if you would. I mean, it's dreams, so 2 of you guys have some dreams. I went ahead and rolled some funny dice and was like, well, I've got 5 players, I can roll a d10, so 2 people's dreams have been invaded.
Of us.
Or it
Ithquant,
could
you
be
feel a
none of us.
disturbance in the air. Someone's being attacked. No.
My divine sense.
Yeah, your divine sense tingles.
Oh wait, doesn't Ranger have something like that?
Yeah, but much larger and less specific.
Because
Like
I keep
primeval
forgetting
awareness.
about it because I don't have it written down.
Primeval awareness sounds right.
I'm gonna write that down real quick.
It's like the Assassin's Creed when you get to like
Yeah,
the top
Eagle
of the-
Vision.
Yeah, Eagle Vision.
Yeah. All right, yeah, and we will let it function just like that. So you do have to get to a high tower before you can use it.
Fair.
Or we'll say, like, because I think you have to
Climb a
spend a
tree.
spell slot.
Yeah.
So we'll say if you have access to an eagle tower,
I will.
you don't have to spend a spell slot.
All of the 0 Eagle Towers in this setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Don't
one
worry.
clock tower in town. It's just the top of the church.
I'll get all the way up there, and then I'm gonna jump because I have to, and then I'm just gonna die.
You see the hay bale, like you're like I could land it, and then they push it, Nobody leaves hay bales just laying
Or
around.
alternatively, the fact that hay
front of
bales
clock
are
towers.
really hard.
Right.
It's like when you jump from a high place and go into water. Hey, Voralden, you're familiar with night terrors, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. As you've had regrets in your life, we'll say.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. I mean, that is the exact way to put it, but yeah.
As your dreamscape kind of opens up, you catch the smell of burnt wood that draws you back to the night of ash and ivy, where you did unspeakable things. At least you haven't talked with anyone about it. You feel the heat of the flames, see the fires on the buildings, and the blood on the ground, the blood on your hands. You remember the small woodsman's house. His name, Distant, Dareth. You can't remember, you're not good with names. Guilt casts its shadow on you once again as you remember the screams that echoed that night. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh? It's a 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. A cool embrace. They fired first. They chose their fate. Just like Jorky Thorky. You have done the same thing to anyone to defend the Order's lands, even Twig's family. The thought kind of forced its way into your mind. You wouldn't. You couldn't do that, could you?
I'd like to think not.
But she was just like Twig.
Yeah.
And you think you can make good on what you've done by helping her now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And you just hear a pressing voice in your head. But you can't. There's no redemption for the line you crossed. And you get swallowed by this guilt. And you wake up in a panic as you look like you're sweating. You feel this panic, and you see your skin is pale. Paler than probably usual, as you wear a cloak a lot, but...
True. And armor, and yeah.
You are very confused, but roll a perception check.
What is my perception again? Because I am blind. 18.
You feel almost as if there was a presence around you. Some of the stuff around you could have just shifted in your sleep, but you're decent enough, meticulous enough to know that you keep your stuff in order, and something was definitely around you. It could have just been someone walking, but you don't know for sure.
I'm gonna look around, scout the building, the outside of the building.
Yeah.
Set up a perimeter.
Okay, yeah, for sure. You get up, start walking around. You have an 18 perception right now. Everyone seems to be passed out. Streets are quiet outside. Every once in a while, you can see just a couple people just doing miscellaneous things up early in the morning at fucking 3 a.m. for some reason. But you know how some old people are.
Me.
Yeah, or just normal age people that have bad sleep schedules. Some people also with bad sleep schedules wave to you like, oh, yep, another night.
No, man, they're on the grind.
They're all playing games inside.
I'm leaving for school.
There's not anyone around you as far as you know.
Any, like, tracks or anything? Or nah?
Roll a survival check.
Bible. Are there any humans, orcs, or aberrations? Because I have an advantage on that. I guess...
I believe you have advantage on tracking them, and you're just
You don't know what you're looking
for
for.
tracks in general.
Okay,
So
fair enough. That's a 9. 14.
14. You don't find any tracks of any of the such, for one, nor do you find any tracks of anything coming in or out from the last you guys had entered.
Huh. Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. You go back to default pose, back where you were at. It could have been someone that had got up and just walked around, but it just seems weird that some of your self was out of sorts in some way.
Yeah.
Your cloak was ruffled a little.
I'll go back to my corner,
Yeah, that's fine.
but definitely much more on edge.
Of course. You do notice that there is a small tear on your cloak at the very bottom. It's like an inch tear at the bottom of it. but that could have happened at any time.
I guess that's fair.
Cloak not torn.
I had an arrow go through it.
Had an arrow go through it. You ripped off a piece for
A new
bandage,
tear.
another piece for
A
a
new
different
tear,
bandage.
okay.
Yeah, this cloak is running out. I realize. This
Yeah,
is
it's
like a
like I
half
said,
cloak.
okay. An inch from the bottom, isn't that like halfway up
I
his
think
back?
it's more like any fucking Batman Arkham game where you get to the end of the game and the cape just has holes in it.
Yeah, you recollect yourself at the source, and you're able to fall back asleep eventually. This time undisturbed. But you do feel as if something was there, though. It looms. We'll jump from there, though, of course. Adras.
Yeah.
Well, you sleep like a good boy all the time, you know. You get great sleep because you have sleep apnea. I'm rolling my eyes, but no one will be able to see that. Sleep apnea is a really rough condition. Sorry for people that have it. You get less sleep. What is your balance place? Your mind kingdom, whatever you want to call it. Your where you find inner peace. What does that look like?
A sauna, probably. like a large, endless, like nice sauna in the order.
Okay, I'm gonna.
A quick question about the
Yes.
sauna. So are you like on the edge of the pool or are you like in the center?
Well, I mean, it's like a endless plane, you know.
Yeah, but like, are you? I understand, but like, on the sauna, are you sitting like in the center of the sauna and it's just endless water, or are you sitting on like on the edge of the sauna and then it expands endlessly?
Probably like if there's like a little like pedestal in the center and it expands
Okay.
outward
okay.
from that.
It's an infinity pool.
Yeah.
It just gives a new meaning to infinity.
Mm-hmm.
So you just look out, you see the steam rippling for miles. You could only assume as it goes off into the distance. I imagine there's, when you're here finding your inner peace, is there anybody else there?
Probably no. It's just him and the sounds of the mist flowing around and the water occasionally moving.
Okay. Awesome. While you're here, it is a place where you feel comfort.
Mhm.
I mean, you got the warm waters. I mean, the steam just cleanses you. This all sounds beautiful, and then everyone else sees you obviously on the outside snoring like crazy,
Yes.
and you wonder why you don't wake up because you dream so good. As you're sitting there in the water, propped up against a stone, feeling comfy, you feel like you see just some weird thing off in the distance, which isn't common because it's just everything above you is clear normally, but it's like a little speck in the sky. As you peer in at it, you see it looks like a cloud.
Oh, like a
Very-
storm cloud?
Very far off, but very overwhelming. Yes, a storm cloud.
Oh. Oh no.
As you look at it, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I'm so good at these. That's a 17.
Oh my gosh, man, that's one of the situations where it was a challenge, but you
I didn't lie. I am
good
good
roll.
at these.
You see as it approaches gingerly closer, you notice almost like, and you're thinking back to some of the things you'd seen back in Withake, or even to now, like some of the magic the people close by you have used. You always see these arcane symbols and stuff appear, and you see this sigil of arcane on this cloud.
It's you.
While it looks like the symbol, like you would you're going to connect this with, like, oh, this is whatever this force is, force that's invaded you to some reason. There doesn't appear to be any pattern to it. It's ever changing, if you would. You see it releases lightning off in the distance, crashing into the water, and you're like, oh, I should be shocked and dead now. But it also, it's like, doesn't shock everything in the water when it's far away.
It's magic.
Yeah, magic doesn't work in water. We know this.
Yeah.
It's a fact. as it releases these tenuous noise of thunder off in the distance, you hear it roaring basically at you. You see it reforms as you kind of start to decipher that it is this being. It begins to reform into an ancient script. Now, you rolled a 17 on your Arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
While it shouldn't make sense, your relation to the order of the first spark part of your subclass gives you the ability to understand lightning and thunder related scrolls, and this is arcane related to that.
Yeah.
And with your pass on this, I'll say you passed on your Arcana check here, and so you will be able to actually understand it. And that is solely because it is also written in cursive, because you cannot understand it. So while it should make no sense, jolts of energy surge into your head as you begin to comprehend this cipher before you. The text is heraldic, a call to its source. The power itself is giving you its signature, where it's from. And it's basically trying to tell you how it got into your head, or how it got into you. And it gives you a name. Sigma Chi Coleman.
No.
And you wake up.
No, I'm not going back to sleep. I can't.
Your dad?
Kind of.
No, I mean literally.
No.
Bloodlines?
No.
Bloodlines.
No.
So as we know, Adras doesn't have parents from what we understand.
Yeah, but he had to come from somewhere.
He did. He was
I mean,
found
that
at the
was-
base of the mountain,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is what he was told.
Yeah.
No.
His sorcerer.
I'm just saying, magic.
We had it
bloodlines,
good for a while, Jimmy. You
we had
didn't
a
need to
talk.
start fucking with me.
We had a whole talk with Tanis about how magic comes from bloodlines and whatnot, and yours does that.
So would say you're
Your
like a monk
dad?
sorcerer.
Well, he's not a monk.
A sorceress monk, if you will.
All right. This is
Monk
around,
over.
we'll say, when you probably wake up, it's probably around like 3:15 or so. That is not the only thing that disturbs you guys in the evening as well. Also, because I was honest and told Adras that he passed that arcane check, I will tell you, Chris, you failed that your check by 1.
Charisma or the other
The
one?
charisma one.
I figured.
As you are up around 3:15, we'll say,
Mm-hmm.
you can definitely note that it seems like there's people that were up. You can definitely tell Voralden looks like he's trying to fall back asleep, having just been stirred. From I guess the top, you guys can hear Crud actually just like on his side snoring, but like little 6-year-old snores. So it's just like really heavy breathing.
Why does that sound familiar? Nah, I'd never do that.
Yeah, you see Twig is basically passed out. She's just holding on to Bookie currently, like
Aw.
huddled up against Bookie.
What?
Yeah, you see at one point in the night you wake up and see that and you're like super jealous.
I'm gonna do like an Indiana Jones. I'm gonna like trade Bookie out for Crud.
For a child?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you make a sleight of hand check.
It's a big book.
So sleight of hand, you say?
Yeah.
That's a solid 12. That's pretty good.
Yeah. You pull Bookie out, slide Crud up close enough to her and just lap her arm onto him.
Mhm.
And they fall back asleep and you've got Bookie again. Bookie like stirs a little bit and he's like, "Sir, what's up? I was so tired."
I kind of caress
I'm
his
a magical
pages.
book. Oh, brrr.
Shh, you're with Daddy
I don't know why I
now.
purr. I'm a book. Brrr.
The sexual tension between a wizard and his spell book.
Yeah, whenever he purrs, like the letters get jumbled up on his pages. I'm
Sir, I
like,
can't.
okay, just
Oh,
here.
this is a bit
I'm
more
wide
than
awake
purring
now. This is very loud purring too. I was just Twig looked sad, so I went and snuggled up to her.
Oh, so we're just sleeping around now.
Well, you said that when we were at the sauna that one time,
You're a book. I'm a person.
but I have feelings too.
I don't think there's any evidence of that.
Okay. He flips to his backside cover and falls asleep.
You have a good looking backside though. So keep your chin up, King. Your crown's falling.
He spits a bookmark at you.
Toxic relationship of Bookie and Plato.
He likes it. He's just playing around.
I rest my case.
You know, I couldn't have really made an orphan character without expecting his parents to come in
I'm
some
not
way.
really sure why you'd.
So I was like, yeah, he doesn't really give a shit about them. You know, he's like, whatever. You know.
Mistake 1. Don't have your parents be well known.
You either have them be well known or you have them be not known at all. It's making D&D characters.
Like you really didn't think Jimmy made Chris my dad,
Yeah.
and you thought he wouldn't fuck with you because you're an orphan. Look at Boravik.
I didn't think he'd make.
Look at Boravik.
I didn't think he'd make my father figure my actual dad.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just.
Why are we looking at Boravik?
Alec, I would.
Either he's
'Cause
my
Jimmy's
dad
also
or he
fucking
did
with
something
your
to me.
parents.
And
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think Sigma Chi Colon's the kind of person to diddle people.
Jimmy is just such a homewrecker.
Yeah.
Literally.
Two of you are kind of stirred at this moment, awake. It was the two of them. And I say two of them, I mean Adras and Voralden. The rest of you are happily sleeping still. For now. I need everyone to give me your passive perceptions. And in this, actually, roll for perception. Ithquant, you have disadvantage because you're in a cellar.
Hiya. Ooh. Okay, Plato got an 11.
10.
18.
13.
8.
Well, all of you guys will probably hear this at least. Now, the deducing of whether this is actually something important and you guys wake up and everything is completely up to you guys because there's already been a lot of stirs in the night. So I imagine some of it you just blow over and sleep anyways, but I will go ahead and start describing it and go and take these sounds into account and then go ahead and determine whether your person wakes up. So, to everyone that got over a 15, I think that is Adras. You hear a distant, or actually a very close, and then and then the sound of creaking wood as it sounds like feet hit the ground. Very gently, just creaks of boards, and slowly some more creaks as they start moving towards. It's from the upper level as it starts moving towards Play-Doh. If you guys got a 14 or better in this case, you can see currently what it is, and who it is. Who all got above it? So I know.
I got an 18.
Okay,
So
so it's just that one still. You can see a tail, a set of leathery wings, and the rest of the body being a tiefling. It appears to be Zalia. You see one arm only.
how far away roughly from me are they?
Were you at the top of the bunk or
I was on the hay pile.
You were in a hay pile down below. Realistically, run to the side and go up the ladder. It's probably within your running distance. In the current moment, it does look like she's landed. She's walking over to Play-Doh, and she seems to be leaning down towards Play-Doh, who is also close to Twig and Crud.
Okay.
Definitely leaning over Crud.
But she doesn't notice me.
Go ahead and make a stealth check, just to try to actually a performance check to play off if you're sleeping, because she's probably actively trying to not.
No, yeah. I think if I do see her, it's mainly just if I can get the initiative on her, basically.
Yeah, no. Do a stealth just to see if you can get there without her noticing.
11.
Okay. You can definitely know she's very much looking around the room at the current moment. She's like making sure a lot of people are still.
Mm-hmm.
And so she probably would hear you in this case. You see her ears like twitch and move.
Yeah. I don't have all my key points back, right?
Not yet.
Damn it. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna yell as loud as I can and at the same time run towards her to try and grab her.
Okay, that's yeah. What are you gonna yell?
Troll.
What did you rest of you guys get for your perception checks one more time?
11.
Okay.
10.
13.
8.
You're asleep.
Sag.
At the top of my lungs, I'm just gonna sprint directly towards her and yell, "Demon!"
There it is.
Plato, your eyes open
To a woman above me.
to a woman above you.
Ooh.
A demon woman, but yeah.
Ooh. Exotic.
You see in this kind of moment, she's reaching out and be like, "Hey, wake up!" And then like someone shouts, "Demon!" And she's like looking at you very wide eye in this moment. What are you gonna do, Plato? Just because, and you're sprinting over there right now, Adras. Borvik, you wake up. From below, you hear Demon, Ithquant, and Voralden.
yeah.
You're slightly stirred. It's not the first time Demon has been shouted in the night in your guys' group.
Yeah.
True.
Those night terrors.
Every time Ithquant hears a noise.
Yeah.
Now, hold on here. He would divine sense first. Thank you very much.
Ithquant would say it more excitedly.
Sorry.
Ithquant, do you divine sense?
I don't have my turn yet, do I?
Oh, I guess I'll let everyone kind of take a small action in this moment. Voralden, you're
I'll hit the very paranoid draws sword. Was holding sword while sleeping.
Borvik, what are you doing?
Let's see. I'm at the door. I'm just gonna jump up and pull out my hammer.
Okay. Yeah, I can get behind that. I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, and I love the idea of jumping as a bonus action for like dummy jumps. So we can logic that you can do a big jump up if you want. Just jump you run and do a little jump because you got 18 strength.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump and like spin and pull out my hammer and be like, "What's going on?"
You land up there, and Plato, in this moment, what are you doing right now?
I'm grabbing her.
You just grab her?
I'm going to grab her.
Grapple?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a contested check.
What skill would that go off of?
Athletics.
8.
She also rolled an 8 on the dice.
Are we going again?
No, she has a +1 to her dexterity.
Pass.
Wait, what? Well,
I don't have an inspiration.
it's fine. I was going for her arm that wasn't there, so.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's fair. You reach for her arm, it's
Yeah.
not there. You're like, huh.
I practiced grabbing the arm, and then it just wasn't there.
Yeah, she's like, she does have her other arm, and then she immediately turns and looks at everyone else, like running, and Borvik like jumped up top. Adras, you're like at the top of the ladder, just like, hello.
I'm just gonna fucking tackle her.
Okay, we'll do a initiative here in a second. She's just gonna be like, it's not what you think, and then we'll roll initiative. But what were you gonna do, Ithquant?
I was gonna equip my shield.
Oh, okay. Floop, you put your shield
Gotta
on.
have some kind of an AC.
Awesome. Oh yeah, you're not in armor right now or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Voralden, you can opt in if you would like.
I would like to, because Voralden is paranoid as shit,
I got an 8.
especially after tonight.
15 initiative.
11.
8.
12.
15.
All right. She is at a 10.
Loser. Fucking bitch. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Plato, what are you tried to grab her a
Yes.
second ago. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna grab her. I'm gonna aim for the wing this time instead of the arm that isn't there.
Okay.
Going for the wings. Going for a grab. I fucking slam her to the bed. I do like a switcheroo, like.
Yeah, you rolled a nat. Wait. What?
Yes, I rolled a nat 20. That's a total, everybody counting at home, of fucking 22.
She rolled
So-
a 13, which but you nat 20. So
Yes,
what are
I'm
you
gonna,
doing?
I'm gonna grab her by the wings and like steer her to where I'm from the position on the bed looking up to where she's on the bed looking up at me, and I'm like, I got you.
Oh, okay. She breathes heavily into your face.
Sexual tension.
Twig is just like, what are you doing? And then she's like,
Oh god,
oh my god!
we're just wrestling. Go away.
She
That
does
is what they're in
that,
fact
she does that
doing.
kid on a bed thing where she walks across the bed to get to the other side.
Oh my
of the
god.
bed. So she steps on your back and then just, she gets to the other side. She picks Bookie up and then just moves to the other side and grabs Crud, and they pull back a little bit behind Borvik and Adras. Boogie's like, see you suckers, I'm on my own.
Boogie just leaves.
We now go to Voralden.
Out of curiosity, how high up is the balcony?
It's about 10 feet up. You gotta say what you're doing.
Yeah, I know. So I step out from under the balcony in my little corner, realize what's going on. I'd like to pull back, run, jump up, and then use my whip to also grapple the person.
Oh, so I'm holding her down. You whip her arms like to the back.
I like to grab her by the legs and do it so she's hanging from the balcony, like wrap it around a pole or something on the way down. Because my whip is 10 feet.
Oh, grab her.
So
and then
I'm
go down
jumping
and
to
tie
get
it?
the height to do it, and then as I pull her down, try and connive it so it wraps around a pole and she's hanging.
Okay, so basically it'll lock her in place. Basically,
Yeah.
I think since he's still holding her though,
Yeah, she
it'll
can't
just
move.
tighten the legs.
Okay.
But that means she's not flying.
Yeah,
anywhere.
she's so restrained now.
This is
Yes.
it's getting worse by the
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
Go ahead and make a contested check. She has disadvantage, right?
Adras is like, I gag her.
Oh no.
She got a 3.
Athletics.
Method of restraining.
That's
She can't cast
19.
spells.
A 19. Okay, yeah, you take your whip and you latch onto her legs, drop after jumping and fall down, and basically one of the shutters underneath. You tie the shutter, the little cross beams.
Yeah.
You tie it on there, and basically it is taut, and so
Yeah.
she's not flying away with at any
Yeah.
point. That now goes to Boravik.
Me? I'm gonna cast Earthen Grasp.
How would you like to cast Earthen Grasp? How do you want it to look there?
I'm just gonna say, we're in the burned barn, right?
Yeah.
It's just gonna be just an ashy hand reaches up and grab. You got her legs, right?
Yeah.
And you're pinning her arms.
Yeah, I've got my ashy hands.
So it's just gonna be an arm reaches up just around her head, just holding her head down like that.
Okay, I think she makes a saving throw for this.
It's a strength saving throw.
with the finger in her mouth.
She got an 11, so
Okay, so she's still grabbed.
yeah, she failed. You grab her. Yeah, you grab her.
She grappled or restrained?
At this point, restrained.
I think either way she should be restrained.
She's
but-
restrained as fuck.
Yeah, I don't think she's getting out of these grapples anytime soon, unless she
You
had
have to get out of
Misty
4
Step.
of them.
Oh.
Oh no, you put a
She
finger in her
probably
mouth,
would've
right?
Used all of her spell slots in the combat.
We put her finger in her mouth, right? That's what he said.
Ithquant, you are downstairs right now.
All right, I'm gonna. So I have my shield equipped. I'm gonna get up there, up to the main floor. And you said it's 10 feet. It's a bonus action to jump.
Mhm.
Cool. I'm going to jump up.
All right, yeah, you run, jump up there,
Cool.
and yeah, you basically get up there.
I'll take the attack action to shove her prone.
She's not already prone?
No, she's not technically.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you
Walk
shove
up and
her
shove her
prone,
while she's laying down on the bed.
but give her the real prone property. Because yeah, ironically, she's not technically prone ever at this point. Although by all accounts,
They need to
what we said,
contest.
she is prone.
Contest with.
I rolled a 16 and an 18.
I'm not gonna talk about what I. Why'd you roll 2?
I've given her disadvantage at
Oh,
this point.
okay.
She's grappled by
Well,
everything.
We're not
She
gonna
should...
talk about what I rolled.
Was it not
I rolled
ideal?
I rolled a 2.
Yeah, so you shove her down, and she's already kind of basically laying down at this point. She's trying to fight her way out of all of this stuff. You see as you push her, you see she makes eye contact, and her eyes open up a bunch as she looks at you. And everything, I'm pretty sure her mouth's covered from a finger from Earthen Grasp. So she's trying to say something, but she can't. She's just going, Crud can understand this fully.
Oh, good. Then Crud can translate.
Yeah.
Then Twig can translate.
Huh?
Then
And
Twig
then
can
Twig
translate.
Twig's like, yeah, he doesn't know what she's saying.
Oh, yeah.
Thing.
Crud, you lied.
He doesn't fully understand. It's not his dialect.
Oh, okay.
Different version of Undercommon.
It's like whenever you hear those British people speak and you just don't know what they're saying.
Like Scottish.
I know,
yeah.
I know they're speaking.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
that's
but-
English, but...
Yes, that'll now go to Adras. Actually, it's her turn first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With her restrained 2 grappled.
Muffled.
She uses freedom of movement. Kidding. No, she actually just doesn't do anything on her turn because she can't do anything really.
Oh, she could try to contest one of the grapples.
Yeah, she can. She doesn't.
Oh, okay.
She submits.
Yeah, actually, she wants to get out of Plato's grapple.
She wants to get out of my grapple.
Weird.
Good luck.
She doesn't. She doesn't.
Is that another nat
Yes.
20?
Bullshit.
Yeah, Plato came to play today.
Yeah, she got a 3.
This is after the fun fact of, yes, Plato eats ass.
Yeah.
So, very condemning.
This looks.
I'm learning what powers at Plato.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Fun fact, Jimmy, don't jump Plato at night. He'll eat their ass.
That is.
All right, I'm
Adras.
gonna try and use like one of my old hand wraps to blindfold her.
Okay.
Just because you need to see something to cast spells.
This is
right?
also true.
If you can't see anything.
She can't cast spells.
Yeah.
We promise it's just bad optics. It's,
Yeah,
Listen, Adras is just thinking like, yeah, this is gonna be effective, you know.
Okay, yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah,
So he blindfolds her, and then he's gonna like lift the finger so he can actually, talk to her, and just be like, "Speak." And if I hear anything sounding like arcane bullshit, I'm slamming it back down.
as you take it off, she's like, "I'm not going to say arcane bullshit."
All right.
she said
Wait,
it,
she
though.
That
just said
sounds
it, though.
exactly like arcane bullshit.
So, why
You put the finger back for a second.
you here?
For him, and her eyes move towards.
So
Ithquant.
you want a rematch, huh?
No, that's not what
Let
I
her
want.
go, boys. Although, give me 10 minutes. Let me put on my armor.
yeah, protection first.
You
Remember.
are the- okay, never mind. Why are you here for him?
Okay, this didn't make much sense when everything was going on before you cut my arm off. Thank you again for that.
You're welcome.
You did try to kill him.
Why are we negotiating with
I
the
didn't
demon?
want to do that.
Oh, it's a damn shame.
The Crimson are indoctrinating people. Your blood makes me feel better.
She coming on to me.
No, I'm not.
Wait,
I
wait,
feel
wait,
like
wait.
she is.
You're too arrogant.
Is
Wait, no, no!
Is Dragonborn blood like?
Big dragon energy.
Oh,
I thought that was made out of children.
What was
Dwarven
it?
specifically.
But it was made out of children in the dragon lair.
Oh no.
There has to be some connection.
Yeah.
As a studier, I would say there's likely some kind of connection.
I'll let you make an Arcana check.
Is BDE made from dragon blood?
It literal has dragon in the name.
What is the check? Arcana?
I mean,
Oh,
we didn't find any
16.
dragon blood.
Maybe.
16.
It's been
16?
a while since that.
Or I'm sorry,
happened.
12.
If anything, it was tree blood.
That too.
Yeah, there were definitely, it was the residual powder of tree ants that was definitely involved in the making of this. You do know that one of the active ingredients was the inherent magic of wild magic that was, or chaotic magic from, which they were extracting from children that they were testing to have chaotic magic in their blood. However, there was more than just that blood there, and you guys didn't go like sampling all of the blood to find out.
It was kind of,
There is a
exploding.
chance there was dragonborn blood involved.
All right.
And we'll say that was like the deduction that Plato had in that case with a 12.
I'm ready to kill it now, if y'all are.
At least maybe find out where the cult's heading.
That's a good point. Where's the cult?
Okay. So I'm here. I heard in what you guys are saying, and she's got her arms pinned back, her legs pinned down, and
Her
Plato
arm-
is her. She's got a earthen grasp on her, and yeah, pretty sure Plato's pinning her up against the ground. So, can we just? This is a very precarious situation as a individual that sought you guys out. Can we lighten up a little bit?
No.
I will not run. I will swear on whatever god you want to.
No.
I mean, we don't really have any reason not. We don't have any reason to do that, is what I'm trying to say.
I came back because I wanted to get more blood from you. I wanted to ask this time, though. I can think straight.
So you wanted to get high off of his blood?
Okay. No, the Crimson is indoctrinating people like me and my brother. They infuse us with whatever blood thing they're using, and it causes horrific things to happen to you. I have these wings because of that. My brother does too, and
You're
I'm
a
trying.
demon.
I wasn't born this way.
You became a demon.
They made
Even
me a
worse.
demon. They took us from our hometown and made us this way. But all I know is that your blood, I can think straight. I don't know how long it's going to work, and I just want to get more so I can get my brother out. I'll tell you where they're going.
Question.
I know this isn't obviously sounding believable either, but
Exactly.
Also, like, she's a demon, so, we gotta kill her. I'm ready to go right now.
I don't feel like a demon right now. I just feel like me. Before all this shit went down. I
got the
barely
sword
remember some of the
ready.
stuff that happened.
I mean, what happens if we give you blood? I mean, you get your brother out, and then what? You're on the loose, and then you go crazy again later on?
Exactly.
I don't know yet. I mean, yes, I agree. I don't know how to get help from this. I know that made me feel better.
I'm gonna be honest here. I feel like this has a lot to do with me giving up my blood, and that's not gonna happen, not to a demon.
That's fair.
So, I'm
Is it
pretty good
just
in
dragon blood or any
negotiations
form of
here.
magic blood that might work?
I don't actually. All I know is when he cut my arm off,
Mm.
and at any point, some of the time with some of those samples that I was trying to take from him before, they wanted it for some reason. They're doing. Wish this was easier at this point to remember. Everything's starting to go fuzzy from when I couldn't feel myself. I wasn't acting like myself, but
Yes. I don't think we should kill her.
I'm telling you, I'm not a demon.
I can confirm you are
How?
with my divine sense.
Do you have it?
With the fact that my radiant strikes hurt you real good.
I guess that's okay.
Telltale sign.
True. Add an extra D8.
Do you know, is there any, like...
I'm just saying that if she was forced to become this, like, she had this magic forced on her, then... Yeah.
It's complicated. Is there a way to... Is there a cure to this at all?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just starting to see things a little more clearly. I headed here because I just wanted to get here before if I forgot
she
what
tries
went down.
anything
Eyes
else,
of a demon.
then we can kill her.
But she's a demon.
I'm telling you, I'm not a demon.
But if there's...
Divine sense.
Okay.
I say we give the wee demon lots of chance.
Is she a demon?
You open up the channel to understand if their creatures are multiple different types of things, I believe. You don't have to read the whole thing, just...
Just as
Fiends
I can
are one
detect.
of them. Fiends, aberrations,
Until the end of your
fae,
next turn, I can
celestial.
sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
She does not come up.
This is some bullshit. I got my extra radiant damage on her.
You did. And you did.
Maybe it's
Okay,
some
so she's like,
half fiend.
how are you a half fiend? What does that even mean?
Well, I mean, you know how people can be half orc.
Are they still not an orc?
They're half orc, you know. But not a full orc.
I'm
So
not the
not
only one
an
they've done.
orc.
They're making people like this.
Well, that's great. We're planning to kill them too.
It's just more people they want to keep their pillaging up. Because do you think people are honestly going to just join on a haphazard plan for this evil dragon god?
Yes.
I mean, the
People
selfish
tend
peop-
to do that.
The selfish
That's
people
my
do,
point.
yes. And because it's such... I mean, do you know what... The Doomwing just wants to destroy the world.
False.
What do you mean false?
That's lies of the cult.
That's from, like, the Doomwing themselves. It's, like, in the tenets.
I've spoken to the Doomwing. They don't want to destroy the world.
Are you a follower of the Doomwing?
Of course. Who do you think I get my power from?
How would I know that?
When I was like praise the Doomwing, calling you guys crazy fanatic. Like we had a whole conversation about
I thought you were trying to be like offensive to my deity or my current deity at the time.
My
I don't
shield
really
has the emblem. I mean, my blade too. Like
fuzzy memory.
It's right here, though.
Yeah, I see now. It's like the one thing you have equipped.
Yeah, the two things. But... Anyway,
So,
I guess she's not a fiend, but I'm still pretty good with killing her.
okay, hear me out. If she tries anything, then we can kill her. However, right now, at the very least, even if we don't think she's genuine for some reason, she is at least useful. She can tell us where the cult is.
Then we can kill her.
Or then maybe we can restore her into not that. And as someone who may or may not have had arcane ability thrust upon them that they would rather not have, I feel it's worth it to at least try.
Willing to listen to other people's opinions?
However, if she does try to do any form of stabbing of the back, then do as you will. Respectfully.
Anyone else?
I agree with Adras.
How about I want to run a quick experiment with you here.
He just went on talking about how she's been experimented on.
Well, no, with her, not on her.
What's your experiment,
Okay.
Mr. Science Man?
Well, so his blood makes her feel good, right?
Yes.
Well, I have something similar. And
Should we leave the room for
I'm
this?
gonna summon a Swobold with my wand of Swobold summoning. I roll a d12 to figure out which Swobold I summon.
Yeah. I like the idea that you should just have to name them every time, actually.
Okay. I rolled a 2, so we have Clarence.
You see a kobold springs out of the end. Like it's not like a magical looking effect that they just magically like boop into apparition. No, it looks like he slops out onto the ground from the, like there's a little head of a kobold at the end, like you described it before.
Yeah.
And it just slops out of the end like a new kobold, and you see it grows really fast in front of your eyes, and he's like, "Hello, sir."
As he's slopping out, the arms are like flexing, and he's like pushing it out like labor.
When Ithquant sees this, he just goes and looks at Plato. He's like, "Are you saying that you think I'm like this?"
Oh, well, let's just. I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice this kobold.
Listen, kobolds are very noble creatures. I know he's got
the kobold commits seppuku.
Okay, awesome.
Actually, he walks up to Ithquant and he's like, "Sir, can I borrow your sword?"
No.
He walks up to Adras. He's like, "Can I borrow your hammer?"
The address?
Sorry. He walks up to Boravik and he's like, "Can I borrow your hammer?"
Absolutely, little
He
one.
domes himself with it. And then he falls to the ground.
Okay.
This is what I
now,
remind you of.
Now we have plenty of dragon's blood, so
I guess I can. I mean, these are. Yeah, sure. I mean, you seem to know
it's
what
worth
you're
a
talking
try.
about.
It's
Yeah.
worth a try.
She takes some and then
Ithquant's
like
debating on if he kills Plato too now.
tries it.
From the sheer offense.
She's like, "I really don't know how now to tell you whether it does work or not."
Did it make you feel the same way?
More lies of the demon.
Listen.
I don't think so.
I don't know. This seems a little deceptive. I feel like this should be a yes or no answer.
Okay, listen, hold on. First
Well, I mean, I
off,
felt like I just ate some blood. Like beforehand, it was splattered and where I got my arm cut off, and I didn't have to eat it. But now I have to eat it, and it was kind of. I guess it tasted like metal.
So do you pour it into your wound?
I mean, I've gotten that. It's kind of closed off right now.
Don't worry, I'll open it for you again.
You don't have to. Like, I'm not
I
trying to
think
hurt.
maybe it's just the arcane nature of it. Like a normal kobold is just regular blood.
Oh, okay. I summon another one.
No, wait, no, don't.
We got we got the same number. So it's Clarence comes back. Can you bless him?
I don't think that's how this works.
I'm about to bless you with the backside of my blade.
What about the holy water? We have holy water.
I'm a
Listen,
sorcerer.
I
Does that
think-
mean I have magic blood?
Oh,
Likewise.
okay. Get him,
I'm not
Clarence.
Clarence runs at Boravik. He pulls a prison shiv on you.
Whoa, I have no quarrel with you, little dragon.
He walks up and do you want Clarence to extract blood from Boravik?
just like a little bit. Just like whenever you prick your finger as a baby to get your baby blood.
He's like, "Sir, come here." He just stabs your hand.
Oh my god.
Fuck. He starts taking the blood into his hands, And he walks over. He walks over.
A gut handful of blood.
like
This is science.
like a poor African child with water.
He walks over to Zayla and he's like, "All right, ma'am, drink." And he throws it on her face, and she's like,
Is she still restrained?
"Yes."
and blindfolded.
Oh yeah.
Okay, does this one feel any different?
It's very Rudy.
I'll take the blindfold off.
Thank you.
least.
No
What?
magic.
Okay, fair.
Okay, well, look, I thought we could sacrifice kobolds, maybe have a sustainable way to help her out, but if we're gonna have to use our own blood, I don't know if that's really gonna work here.
So I'm ready to kill her now.
I mean, I have blood.
Well, let's get the answers we want first, and then we'll kill her. Or I mean, oh,
I mean,
Do I have to be blindfolded for all this still?
Yes.
at the very, I mean, I could try blood. I don't know how that'd work.
you want to drink the blood,
No, I give, Kobold, are you still here?
Clarence?
Yeah, Clarence walks up to you.
Hey, extend my hand.
All right, he stabbed your wrist.
All right, Jesus.
He extends his hand.
Okay.
Goes for the knee or something.
I guess I'll just, like, hold it over her mouth.
Yeah, you hold it over about the
Like a Costco sample.
As Costco samples are, they hold the wrist over your mouth as you suckle from the blood of Costco. She,
New religion.
you hold it out and hold her over. She's like, I really don't want to drink any more blood, please.
Okay, there we go. She doesn't have to drink it.
This
All
is
right,
torture in its
now
own
that
way.
we're done torturing the demon, let's kill it.
All right,
No,
now tell
what?
us what you know. Where are they
It's
headed?
mildly entertaining, a little disturbing.
Are you gonna kill me? I'm not telling
Yes.
you where. Okay.
Okay.
At this point, it's negotiating for my life, so I'm not telling you where they're going unless you're letting me go from here. I'm not going to go back
Sounds
to
good
them.
to
I'm
me.
getting out. I mean, I want my brother back, but like, I wanted blood so I can go get him out. But I'll go find
okay.
another way.
You'll see him in the hells.
I still feel like we shouldn't kill her.
We should
I
or
agree.
should
Should not.
Should not.
think she's very much so a
I
demon.
think we
and,
can take a vote. Would that be agreeable?
No.
Why not?
I'm just a little
Because
curious.
she's
So
a
how did you
demon.
find? Did they abduct you in
She
some way? Did you volunteer to be
actually
with them?
isn't, according
How
to
did this
you.
come on? There's a couple.
It could be magic hiding
Well, it's a little-
herself.
Okay, well, it could be
That's bad timing.
anything could be magic.
Exactly.
Go ahead and say your thing.
Okay, so how did you find yourself caught up into this whole mess? How did you apply? Were they recruiting in your area as
No, I didn't sign up to be part of a cult. No, it wasn't advertised that way. It was like, oh, hey, there's a carnival coming to town, and you go to the carnival and you sign up. You went inside, and they're like, oh, hey, we have some extra events going on here and here and here, and they would tell people like, you know, hey, there's a really interesting one. You could go here, and it was actually pretty shoddy in the first place. But me and my brother were like, well, we're pretty cool people. We're tieflings. We're pretty edgy, and we're like, we could go to the late night showing, and so we went there and. Ipso facto, you get blood inserted into your body and wings horrifically sprout from your back. There's worse things that happen too.
I don't know what a carnival is, but it sounds like it's just a cult recruiting camp. Like you went to like turn me into a demon.
That is not what that
the
is.
concert or something.
No. Like a carnival,
So-
like clowns.
So if anything, this is more
What's a
confirming.
What's a clown? Like a jester?
What's a
What's,
jester?
yeah.
Does anyone? Okay, so it's like
Yeah.
a person that does jokes.
No,
So
I
you-
follow.
You're shooting with the wrong crowd here, lass.
Okay,
Wrong
so-
crowd.
Okay, you don't like clowns. That's the first one you. Yeah. Okay, so it's like you have people that do jokes and stuff, and they do a bunch of different tricks, and they just are kind of make light of themselves, be funny. It's for enjoyment.
They're disturbing.
Like killing demons.
The clowns
there's,
are
like,
the demons.
jokes that like they will be like that, and like be like what, and like make fun of a king or something.
They're horrible.
Yeah, she's not making any sense.
not
I think
following.
this lie is really falling apart here.
I mean,
No, this makes sense. I've been to a circus before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I think the clowns
So you're
were the
saying you're a
demons
demon.
that corrupted her.
No, circuses aren't for demons. Circuses are for people.
She went to a circus. Yeah, people to turn into demons.
Yeah, it wasn't a circus though. It was a front.
Yeah.
It's like
Versus a behind?
imagine if you will. You see like, you know, the Doomwing ice cream shop, right? And
She's
you're
like
like,
nodding
what is
furiously, like
ice
please
cream?
listen to this guy.
okay, the Doomwing meat shop.
Okay. mhm.
And it's like they sell Doomwing meats, right?
Like meat of the Doomwing? Or
No, like meat, but like it's got like the Doomwing brand on it or something. And you're like, wow, that's cool.
Like holy meat. Holy,
yeah, like
Okay.
meat blessed
it's more
by the
nutrients.
Doomwing, right? And you walk in there and you're like, I'll take your biggest steak, and you pay for it, and then you go to eat it, and it's poisoned. And you're like, wow, they lied to me.
Ah, so it's a Crimson shop.
Actually, yeah, they were the Crimson. Yeah, it's just they don't tell you they're the Crimson.
Well, they did. They said Doomwing. And
Right, but in this case, it's...
I thought they were part of the good Doomwing people.
In this
Yeah,
case, it's
see-
like they said they're good people, but they were bad people. You know how demons lie?
Yeah, I'm living through it right now.
And you know how, like, there's normal... You know how you make deals with them and stuff? Or
No,
like-
I would never make a deal with a demon.
Right. But you know how they're tricky, right?
Nah,
Oh, well, they are
I'm not
tricky.
falling for this.
Okay, but I guess... Well, they're tricky, and, I mean, you don't have to follow me, but maybe everyone else will hear me out. They trick you, and then they turn you into a fucking
I
demon.
feel like she's laying out her plan right here. I feel like that's not what I'm gonna do.
Technically, they didn't turn her into a demon. It's like half demon, you know?
I wasn't a demon to begin with.
Exactly.
Was it a clown? Did the clowns trick you?
There was a clown there.
Fucking knew it.
All right.
I feel like y'all are falling under her ploy.
Well, we definitely want to go there and make sure they don't do this to anybody else if they're
Take down
doing
the
that.
clowns. Destroy the clowns.
So here.
Okay, hear me out. If, let's say she is lying, that means she's going to lead us into a trap with more demons to kill.
Well, we could just follow her trap anyways with her dead.
Well, but if she's alive, she can better guide us, and she would only tell us if we let her live, so...
The best
So
way to
him-
fall into
so-
the traps to fully follow the
It's
I
only-
will 100% take you to other demons if you keep me alive.
Yeah, but then we have to kill her later.
Well, exactly. It's, like saving it. We already killed a lot of demons, we don't want to blow the load up front,
Killing her later will be just as easy as killing her now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've got one arm.
She does.
And
That was my writing arm.
She seems a little stupid.
Yeah, I'm stupid for sure. Yeah.
People have riding arms?
Huh?
I think you just do it with whichever hand's closest.
Anyways.
You freak. What are you talking about?
I don't write a whole lot, okay?
Whatever hand's closest to the paper.
I don't know whichever one is convenient. I'm kind of equally bad at both.
Fine, but we're keeping her restrained.
That was the plan.
I will. I don't know if I can convince you that I'm not a demon.
No, it's because you are.
I know. But what would happen if they put this stuff in you?
What do you mean?
Like, if they did what they did to me and turned you into a demon?
I don't think they could.
But what if they did?
I don't think they can. I have the protection of the
I don't think it's going to
Doomwing.
work on him.
I don't know if you
She's
have
just trying to trick me with these lies of a demon.
The Doomwing doesn't protect people.
It's funny.
I mean,
It's like
in our
a
experience,
child
actually, kind of.
trying to make
At the
up
very
a
least-
story.
His part of the Doomwing, maybe like his...
Yeah, I've killed a child. I've killed Voralden.
Yeah.
Killed you. Well, I hurt you.
No, I'm just saying, like, from when I was from my time in there, they didn't have any. There's no clerics or anything of the Doomwing.
Well, I'm
You
a
only make
paladin of
pacts
the
with
Doomwing.
them. The Doomwing only has warlocks.
Again,
Well,
I'm a
clearly
paladin
not.
of the Doomwing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he says is true.
Okay.
That's true.
He's got Doomwing
Those
powers.
warlocks
I
are
guess
clearly
they're the
not
first one I've
actually.
seen.
We must not be working with a Doomwing, some form of false character pretending. Maybe they're like weak and they're like, oh, how do I get people to join me? Oh, I'll be the cool guy. I'll pretend I'm the Doomwing. Then people will want to follow me.
Hmm.
I thought you were the Doomwing.
No, the Doomwing's my god.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm as lost as you.
She's not
All right,
lost. She's trying to
so-
trick you.
The plan, the way I understand it, is we keep her alive, and we go to the cult and we beat them up, and maybe help people who were, in whatever you call the process.
Well, here's the other thing.
What's the other thing?
The cult. You're a little bit behind them now.
Yeah, we figured.
No, people keep waking us up, so
Yeah,
And-
such as yourself.
Sorry about that. they'll probably make it back to the encampment
Mm-hmm.
beforehand, which is supposed to be heading further north. I think she'll try to make a history check here to see if she can remember exactly where the next raiding destination was as they were heading back up north. Okay. She got a 6. She has very fuzzy memory at the current moment. So she's like, they're definitely heading back up north, but I can at least tell you that there's more than 500.
So,
That is
You
probably
need
too
like an
many.
army.
I am an army.
I think I almost killed you.
No, you didn't do shit to me.
Oh, okay. I don't really remember as well, but it's there's a lot of people is what I'm saying, and if they get to where they're going to go to, there's just going to be more in their cult. I'm just saying you should alert someone that has maybe more people.
Wasn't there like a guy who was like the head of all of this?
The gnome.
I mean, if there's a cult leader, right?
Garfield. Yeah, he's not the leader.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be the leader either.
He's
Like the leader of that group.
yes. Think of it that way. Of that,
They're
like
all
that
dead
patrol.
now too. That's funny.
Well, when we got back, there was about that had come to the camp. There was probably on the one side of the town. There were several people. I think that you guys attacked with me and Garfield and my brother. The rest of the town that was attacked, there was another about 30 people that went in there, and I think they made out with some good stuff. And there was probably like 20 that came out of that.
Mm-hmm. See, so all dead.
So there's a good amount there. But when they get back to the camp, that's, I mean, easily 500 people.
Well, we only really need to kill one. We just sneak into the camp, kill who's ever at the top, and then it's probably going to fall apart from there. I don't know. I would figure.
I mean, get rid of all the warlocks and stuff.
I mean, from what I've seen, the wizards and stuff aren't anything to be worried about.
Yeah, I mean,
But the
it was
clowns.
kind of a poor showcase.
We do need to
I
kill
mean,
the clowns.
Hell, like the two little demon people that actually accomplished them, they barely did anything. Hell, they hurt their own allies more than
In fact, like everyone who like we were fighting were kind of, for lack of a better term, weenies.
Yeah, I'm really only worried about that Garfield guy, and at this point, I think we could 5v1 him easily.
Right, but now take the amount of people you fought and just like multiply it by like, I don't know, 50.
I mean, 500 ants versus 1,000 ants, they're all gonna die.
I mean, it's either we go after them or we just let them do whatever they want.
Yeah, we
I
can't
feel.
let them do that.
Exactly.
So I feel like she's trying to back out. She doesn't really know where they are. More tricks.
Okay. Hear me out. They are definitely going north. I can give you that much. I just can't remember exactly where they're headed.
Yeah, I mean,
We have
Pretty
a
sure
tracker.
Voralden at this rate could track him better.
Out of character. North is towards Fairthia, right?
South is towards Fairthia. North would be towards like Orne, but they probably wouldn't go towards Orne because that is a major city, and they're probably going to be sacking small cities along.
I
along
cannot
the
see the
northern
map from
coast.
here.
They'll probably be sacking northern cities along the coast. You do know that Sovereignton is one of the northern cities along the coast, though.
Shit. I cannot see where we're at. But that's mostly because the map is far away.
do you know who's the head of the cult?
The head of the cult? No.
Yeah.
I worked directly under Garfield.
See,
How far away is Fairthia?
Fairthia, from where you guys are at, is
Yeah.
probably just a couple weeks.
Versus the northern cities from where we're at now.
Probably getting to like
Northern towns.
Orne, realistically getting on Orne with like roads and stuff, being able to travel on roads and stuff, probably 2 months.
what about Sovereignton?
Sovereignton's probably an extra couple weeks after Orne.
Okay. So,
A caravan.
so we take the small detour. Fairthia.
I mean, they're the same thing.
Pick
Fair
up
enough.
what we can. We bring this demon to to Fairthia, be like, hey, this shit's going on. We need to grab people we can. And then we haul ass north and deal with the army of people. Because look, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all could easily take like 10 dudes each. But not 500.
That's a lot. That's
yeah.
yikes.
Well, we don't need to take on 500 each.
Yeah.
We just
Well,
need to take
sorry,
on.
We take 100 each.
Exactly. We can
And
do that.
Easy.
that's 10 times more than I think y'all could handle, each, myself included.
You've got fire blasts. You know,
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
So we get to an army in Ferthia, and then we go after it.
Yeah, you'd have to haul ass.
I don't.
Either we're behind them now or we're behind them later. We're always going to be behind them.
Right,
Yeah, but being behind them by a week versus being behind them by a month.
being behind them.
Now, it's
by,
a
like,
month to
another
raid a
week.
city, a month to not raid a city.
How many weeks are in a month?
4.
It's like half a month to Ferthia. I mean, even if we go to the towns, we're not going to be able to do shit. They have an army. We have 5 dudes in a
Hammer.
trench coat.
And you see Crud like pulls out his hammer, and like the Avengers style, he just holds out his hammer, holds it over his shoulder, and
That's nice, Crud.
he's not going with you guys. He just does that.
Yeah, I was like, you can't come.
I reach out and just cheers, clink hammers with him.
He clinks hammers with you.
All right. So
So we kill the demon. We go to Ferthia.
No, we need the demon
Why?
We kill
to
the
prove our story, so we can get more people.
Nobody likes the
And
cults.
then we kill the demon.
You can rally anybody at this point.
We
at
use
that
the
point, it's up
demon
to
kill the
Ferthia.
clowns.
Why?
Because we'll be in their jurisdiction.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Do you not know
Welcome to my world.
boundaries of kingdoms?
I mean,
what do you mean boundaries?
Like you guys all live in the sovereignty,
Right.
technically. So it's like
I guess.
sure.
It's
Yeah.
more like the sovereignty
Saying
lives
like
around
some places
us.
are okay with not killing demons.
I mean, it's
'cause
not like
we gotta
there's,
get
like,
rid of those places.
A hard line drawn in the sand where if you cross over it, you know, it's like, oh, you can't do that. You know, you gotta pay the entrance fee or whatever thing.
yeah, but then they give you like protection in roads.
Protection.
Roads.
All you guys have to do is just bring the information to somewhere that's a big town or a big kingdom, and they have to deal with it because you pay for the taxes. That's what taxes are good for.
Yeah, I don't think I believe this.
I beg
mean,
your pardon?
I don't think the order pays taxes.
Yeah, you know what? You lost me there. Taxes are good for nothing. They're good for nothing. Taxes are.
Have y'all been paying taxes?
I mean, I haven't.
I just got here, so
All right, cool. Panicked for a second. I was
Shoot.
hanging out with a bunch of taxpayers.
Okay, well, I can't say that I did or did not pay my taxes. I did not live with
we
it.
don't really care about what the demon does.
That's beside taxes are besides the point. The point is, where do we go from here? Ferthia?
I think that's the best call from what I can see of the map and my
Why don't we
general
just send like a
knowledge.
letter?
And then they'll show up after us,
Yeah, but
and
I mean,
then it's
versus
not really...
showing up with us, like
Yeah,
I don't see how that helps. You show up to a dead town. Oh yeah, let's save all the dead people.
Yeah. It's
And
not
it
like
was like a
we know where
undead
they're
town.
going, so they.
Listen,
Then you
I
can see
get that
them.
you guys are strong and everything, but you can't fight 500 people.
I think we
Correct.
can.
But we can try.
Alright, so. Our options are basically go to Ferthia or send a letter to Ferthia and chase after the cult ourselves.
Go.
Right?
That
Right.
sounds like it.
Yep, I mean, there's other big towns.
Well, I mean, we were originally planning to go to Ferthia.
I'm letting
anyway.
put the finger back in her mouth. Wonderful.
Alright.
We alert all the big
I'm
towns
assuming
on
you
the
have
way.
faith in going after the cult.
I'd rather go after the cult. Yeah.
Borvik.
Hammer.
That's fair. Alright.
What is that vote out of character?
Hmm?
What does that vote mean?
Hammer?
Yeah.
It means killing people.
Oh, okay.
So going after the cult.
If that's who we want to kill.
I'm on the fence.
That's fair.
So what are the benefits? I mean, we could do.
So if we go after the cult directly, we can maybe glean more information and we'll be closer to their trail, but we'll still be quite far behind them.
Yeah, but we'll be less far behind. And if we get there, then we can interfere and help save
Also,
people.
realistically, we'd
can
only be
fight.
around a day behind at most.
Also true.
Yeah, I
But
think
it'd also
That's
be
a fair point. We don't.
it'd also be the 5 of us versus 500,
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be.
That's why we're sending a
but
letter
like-
to Ferthia so they can
so
get an
what?
army.
and they'll show up like a month after the fight.
It was the 4 of y'all versus
or
like
whichever
30
city's
people.
the closest. Like
And
Orm.
counting is not big these days, but 500
I
is
think
quite
Orn's even
high.
further.
I mean, yeah, but
How
the
many of
difference
those
is we
giant
don't go
birds do you
with
think
them
you
and
can
they kill
recruit?
everyone.
We're also talking over each other. Which
Those
probably isn't
giant
good for
birds.
audio.
Oh,
Recruit some of those giant birds to fight with us.
the Arakraga?
axe
No,
beaks?
the ox beaks.
Oh, there aren't many around here. I don't think there's just Choky.
Yeah, there's just Chokies.
So
some around
there's 6 of us.
7 if we count Bookie.
Okay,
Numbers going up.
so we'd be around a day behind the cult, right?
Yeah, realistically, out of character, realistically,
Yes.
as long as you guys kept on their trail pretty heavily, you could stay behind them.
And they have more stuff to move with them. We're just 5 guys.
This is true. We're
Burgers
lighter.
and fries. What are those? We can probably move quicker than them, I'd imagine, using my 8 intelligence. I could very well be wrong here.
No, I agree. I think we could move faster.
So,
I'm sure the town wouldn't mind giving us some horses.
I think there's even a world where we could maybe get to the cities first and warn them. They could prepare.
and so I think we still send a letter to Fairthea and other cities that they're on the move. And then we go after them, and we don't have to engage them directly. We just have to gain information on them, maybe find out the people in charge, you know?
Oh, she's still got the thing in her mouth,
Wow.
so she can't say anything.
It's
Yeah,
okay,
we
she
can
said
use
she
her to
didn't know
like
anything about
get
that.
information. We have a mole.
That's fair.
We can't
We have
let
a
it go.
double agent.
No, but there's the thing with blood where if she drinks it, she goes like demon crazy or something.
No, she doesn't drink it.
I'll lift the finger up. Is that correct?
What?
You
You
need.
need my blood to
Yeah.
stay normal or whatever.
I don't know if that's temporary. I might be fine now. I don't know.
I'm still pretty good with killing. I don't really see a reason to keep her around.
For at the very least a hostage. I don't know.
Do you guys have a
Aha!
map?
They were throwing the people off of the bridge.
Yeah, she seems sort of important.
Does anybody have a map?
She's got wings.
Yeah. You have a map.
You have a map.
Here's a map.
You hand her a map. She can't point at it or anything, and she's like using her nose at this point.
She also can't see.
Also
Oh,
true.
shit.
I'll lift the blindfold.
Oh, thank you.
I cover her
Temporarily.
mouth.
Huh?
I cover her mouth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think maybe we don't have to worry about her.
Yeah, but if she tries to get away,
Then we kill her. And also, she's
are
probably
you
not
going to catch her?
I probably could, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a history of that?
I almost caught one guy.
But did you?
I could have. Very well.
Well,
But-
she's still grappled by a shit ton
Exactly.
of stuff, though.
I think it's fine.
Teleport.
Does she know teleport? At what level is she?
Well, any form of teleportation.
Yeah, you guys don't technically know what spells she has at all, but
She could just be like, poof.
you never saw her use like Misty Step or anything.
Check
Probably
her,
only has fire spells, if I'm being assumptuous.
check her character sheet. Should be in her pocket.
Roll a meta check.
What? What's the look?
Just the absurd levels of assuming.
Here, let's just put the map right in her
Fire
face.
cult.
She can't see
Fire
anything
spells.
in her periphery except for the map.
Dragon
That
cult.
works. Can you put a light behind it so I can see other?
Yes, well, yes, it's I
So
cast
she
light on
can't
the
see
map.
anything but the map peripheral wise.
Okay.
Or you guys stand in the way so she can't.
She uses a step on the map. She fast travels to the next town.
She looks at the map and she starts like poking it with her nose because she can't move anything else currently. She's like, listen, they're going north here. If you guys can get to here and here, you have 2 big cities. You can alert them, and then they can collapse on it if you can get them to send their people. And she points out like Orn, and she points out
We need
Malbaldrum.
her to get them to.
And I can slow them down, maybe? I don't know.
So they're going towards Orin or Malbelt.
We
No,
need
they're going to
horses.
travel through those
Okay.
areas.
We need horses. Okay, I think we should take her with us as a prisoner. Bring her, well, to Orn or whatever the closest giant city is. Before the cult gets up there,
Mhm.
then we have her as evidence that they're
Yeah.
being cultish. And then hopefully we'll have guarded enough people to assist us in an easy fight against 500 people.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, here, if it'll make you guys trust me. In my left pocket, she's like gesturing to Plato. She's like, in my left pocket, I have a sigil. That is what I use for casting my magic. If you take that, I cannot cast my magic. So just take it.
Is that how magic works, Plato?
Yeah, I'm gonna inspect this sigil. Does it look legit? Does it look like a piece of rock and it's colored poorly, or?
Yeah, it looks like a little rock that's like it's like a small gray rock that has a little red gem inset in it.
Ooh.
And it kind of like gives off the faintest little radiation of magic.
Okay, yeah, this interesting. Okay, yeah, this thing's
That's how magic goes?
this thing's legit here.
I don't know, but
Voralden takes it. I can magic.
I don't know about her magic, but I know I can cast magic without my sword. So
Yeah, I can't do that.
There are people who can't. I can't do. I mean,
you can't cast any spells without your book.
I don't know,
How do you not know?
but I just have my book on me just in case.
What about you, Boravik?
Hmm.
Can you cast magic without a magic thing?
That's how I've been doing it since I was a little kid.
Well, so there you go.
I don't know. This is
Okay,
definitely
we'll have
magic,
to go
though.
as far as my word takes me there, which is clearly not far. But if
No.
you believe me, wizard,
this object is only used for that. There's no real reason for
Can
her
I
to have
insight
this.
check if she's lying?
yeah, you can. Insight check to see if she seems like
Yeah,
she's lying. She's
yeah.
very desperate, I'll tell you that. But
Yeah, it was like, I kind of got that, but I was like, wait a second. Someone can insight that. Not very high, 11.
she sounds very sincere in this current moment because she also is pinned to this bed and
Yeah.
her legs are held. But
All right, so
I believe it.
just so we can go back to sleep, taking her as prisoner, sending letters to cities, following the cult. Very good.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
If anything, we could split in two and
No,
get both
don't.
cities at once.
you can both
That's-
go to a city,
But we
technically.
need
Yeah.
we
That
need
sounds
the
like-
prisoner to be with both. I guess we could cut
I'll
our
go
head
with
off
one of the
and then-
groups.
Yeah, let's split up and look for clues.
I feel like
I think Orn's the bigger
I get
city.
a bad vibe.
No, we can't go to Orn. Because Orn, you have to be a dwarf to get in, remember?
That's Malbaldrum.
My bad.
I don't know why I know that.
Yeah, shut up. Puts her finger back in.
All right.
I'm a dwarf.
Okay.
I think
She gestures to your dwarf right there.
we've.
But you have to have your clan known, and you don't know your clan, right?
That seemed unnecessary and hurtful.
I-
But you are
My
correct.
apologies.
All right.
Didn't mean to hurt you, Vorstrix. I'm going to take the rope. I'm going to fully and utterly bind her, gagging her mouth
Kinky.
and covering her eyes. I'll
I'm
put her
going
in
to
like
take.
a corner.
Yeah, she can breathe with her nose and nose
Correct.
right now.
Sure do hope she doesn't have allergies.
Damn shame.
I am going to pass out now. Good luck,
Same.
everyone, as I flop on the floor.
I'll be sleeping near her.
Okay.
Guess you know she.
I guess
tries
I'll keep
anything.
watch then.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this this little artifact she gave me, the little thing. I'm gonna put it on the counter and put a bell on top of it, so I'll know if she tries to get it again.
Okay.
Can you give another bell?
I only have one bell. What do you want your bell for?
Can you put the bell on top of her?
That's probably better. I'm gonna put the bell.
Yeah.
If
In
you
her-
move,
It
you
falls
die.
like 4 times because she's a human being, and when she
No, no,
breathes,
no.
it moves every once in a while.
If it rings, you die.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like she's going to just.
Naturally move, just
I'll put it
breathing.
like somewhere in the rope where she'll have to really move to make it move.
It's one of those inevitability that bell's gonna ring.
Well, she could just not go to sleep and not move.
Yeah. So you put it in there and hope for silence in the night, and or for the rest of the night, and you guys finally get to go to sleep for a little bit longer and gain your benefits of long rest.
Fucking thank God.
I can do things again. So, anyways, with that, everyone levels up.
Yeah.
You want to like break down what everyone did for a level up? I
We
mean, I
already
know
did
it's
that
pretty
through-
simple.
Oh, I guess we do it through the. Yeah, they'll figure it out.
It's like because I know it's like not the most complicated thing for most of us.
No,
but,
it's not. And why don't we?
but
just
also
go
I
ahead-
feel like it.
Why don't we go ahead and call our session there with the interrogation?
Okay.
After going through the interrogation of Zalia and tying her up and leaving her in a corner, as you guys wake up, basically ready to be in pursuit of the clan or the Crimson the next day. One of the things you guys will have to come to terms with is you might have to split up to get to either the go to Orn or Malbaldrum, because just a random letter
Yeah.
probably won't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Well, Malbaldrum for sure.
Yeah, he can lead Malbaldrum.
Wait, I thought it was Orn or those are two options.
You could go to both if you want the cities to collapse in on.
I mean, I don't. Even if we go, it would just be our word versus we have a prisoner with.
Which is why I think Orn's the bigger city, right?
Orn is the bigger city, yeah.
So we'll take her to Orn.
Also, we can get into Orn.
But dwarves have a lot conventionality of convincing other dwarves of threats. So
Yeah.
your
also-
word could take you far as long as you could prove your heritage.
Right.
Okay.
My missing toe.
Actually, yes.
So
I do believe that's what we have to go off of.
Also,
I'd
last
say,
time I
like,
was in Orn, I was breaking the law, so I probably shouldn't go back there.
I'll lead the group that's going to Orn. Boravik will lead the group going to Malboja.
Malbaldrum.
Malboja.
Malbaldur's
Malbaldrum.
Gate.
What is Malboja?
I think
I'm
you
going
made
to
that up.
Orn because I
It's
want to
the-
stay with the demon.
It's the foot
Okay.
condition that he has.
So there's the two.
Okay.
It's going to be split 2 and 3, so it's going to be an awkward split either way.
Yeah, it'll probably... Well, one of you will have Zalia with you. So it'll
We'll
probably
take
be
Zalia.
Voralden and Ithquant and Zalia. And then it'll be Boravik, Plato, and Adras going to
Damn,
Malbaldrum.
Plato.
I didn't realize it
We
was
don't get to
possible
have
to
that
have
I know.
conversation.
It'll be.
Stalled
One of
once
us is-
again.
One of us is gonna die before it ever happens.
You guys don't... Like, you're not going to split up right away. You guys
It's
have miles.
It's a.
Oh, okay.
We don't.
There'll be
we
a
don't have
fork
the
in the
time
road.
for it, and
Oh, okay.
for what I want us to do. Yeah, I know.
What?
I mean,
Attention,
I want to go on a
literally no one
special
knows.
date with Plato, and
Does it have to be in the town?
no,
Oh.
no, I just we couldn't do it if we're not lollygag. Like if we were traveling, chillly, in that 2 months to Infria, Imrith,
Mhm.
that's right. Then sure, we could have done it, but didn't have the chance. Didn't think
Can
of
I
it.
send out a letter? Or I guess...
We also have to get horses still, and
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to do a little final leaving.
Oh, I
stuff
guess
before
we'll do
you're leaving.
that next session.
You're probably gonna do it at the start of the next session, and then probably have to say bye to Twig and Crud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Emotions and stuff.
But I mean, since we're ending the session, we want to just break down our level up since that's what's going on. Or...
Yeah, let's break down our level ups real quick because everyone hit level 4, and
there's some variant rules and everything. And
yeah,
I
in
feel
Dungeons
like
and Dragons, people get some funny, wacky stuff. In
People-
our homebrew world, everyone gets some a variance
things.
every 2 levels called small feats, which is just like a deviation on like 3.5's feats because they were so small and minute. Like small feats in our world are just like slice of life helps to do some extra nice things for people to make the game run smoothly for us too.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Joey. What did you do for level before?
So I gained some health. I improved my intelligence to a 20.
Oh my god.
with the feat, or not feat, but ability score improvement.
Yes. And for my small feat, I took the second level of the potion administering bonus action small feat, so I
You
can
could give any potions as a bonus action.
yes to myself, to my friends, to
now. Your enemies.
I probably wouldn't do that unless they were poisoned. Write that down. Write that down. Oh, that's so good. I'm doing that.
Is quiet. What did you take for level 4?
at level 4, I took the Shieldmaster feat, and then for my small feat, I took Cleave.
Awesome. And cleave for small feats, what it does is it literally lets you, if you're fighting a weenie in combat, which is a person that has it's not a person that has a notable name usually, or if we assign him a name, it's on the spot. It lets you cleave through them when you hit one, and there's another next to him.
I think there is a feat that is cleave but better.
Oh,
Right.
In 3.5 there was stuff for cleave, but we're
Oh,
not
is
going
there
to get into that.
Oh no, it's a ranger thing. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
It's like Tidebreaker.
What did you go ahead and take? Address?
For level 4, I got the small feat of a class bonus, which gives me an extra key point. And then I took the feat Pusher, which is a homebrewed version of Crusher.
Because
where-
Crusher's not as fun in my opinion.
Yeah.
And we actually had honestly, Alec had a very fun idea on Crusher, but it was limited to only being able to push once.
Yeah. So Pusher just gives me a +1 to counter strength. I took strength. And whenever I hit someone with a bludgeoning attack, I can push them 5 feet in any direction, which can include upwards. But that's the only thing the feat gives me. So it's just a fun thing. And then I can also slow fall reaction to reduce falling damage, and quickened healing, spend 2 key points to heal a bit.
Yeah. And key points, as everyone should know, is just your ability to access your inner self.
It's my funny monk abilities that sometimes make me shit lightning.
Exactly. Which I think we came to the terms that you don't really like the ability, or the aspect of it. Now you're starting to fear it.
He doesn't like it because he doesn't know a lot about it. So it's, fear of the unknown.
Yeah, and it's Sigma Chi Coleman that put it there.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. We're not going to go back to the order, probably.
Samuel.
Yo.
What did Boravik get for leveling up to level 4?
So level 4, I took the Warcaster feat, which I'm reading right now.
Oh.
I can cast spells even when I have my hammer and shield equipped, which is very handy because I'll have them equipped all the time. Boom, boom, boom. I also have an advantage on Constitution saving throws. Yes.
Do you want to re-say that?
I have an advantage.
Advantage
On Constitution saving throws when making concentration checks.
To maintain your concentration on a spell. Yeah. Cool. That's perfect. I said it. First try.
I think there's a third feature, isn't there?
When
Yes,
a
there
hostile
is.
creature's movement provokes an opportunity attack from you, you can use your reaction to cast a spell at the creature rather than making an opportunity attack. The spell must have a casting time of 1 action and only
That
target 1
includes
creature.
Any of your cantrips.
Or Earthing Grasp, potentially. Right?
I think so.
It's a
No.
cantrip.
No,
No, it can be a spell. It can't be Earthen Grasp because Earthen Grasp doesn't target a creature.
that's right.
We had that discussion.
Yeah, that's we did.
But you
we
could
did
do
that.
Booming Blade, which is huge because if they're running away, they're going to take that damage.
What was the small feat you took?
Small folk, which is I can move a little faster, and also I think I do more damage against giants. Or is that different?
That was a different one.
That's not the one you took.
Okay, cool. Then I move faster.
Yeah.
I can finally keep up with my friends.
Yeah.
Voralden, what'd you take?
Leveling up, I did a wacky thing, at least for me, because I don't typically multi-class. I took, instead of taking a 4th level in Ranger, I took a level in Fighter.
He multi-classed.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So you get a small feat every 2 character levels, not.
Yeah. It's like
Yes.
proficiency bonus.
However, because I didn't reach level 4 Ranger, I didn't get to pick out a feat. However, I got all of the bonuses of being a 1st level fighter, such as a new fighting style, blind fighting, and Second Wind, which lets me use my bonus action to heal myself. Also, I got a small feat. I went ahead and took the Ranger class bonus, which gives me another favored enemy, which I picked Aberration, since we were fighting an Aberration recently, which also gives me the language of deep speech.
Yeah, which will probably have to go with the idea that because you were afflicted by the aberration, that was the gibbering mouther, that's how you picked up the language too.
Correct.
It left a bit of itself in you.
And all the innuendos that go with it.
Yes. All right. Thank you for that. All right. And for leveling up for me, I took 1 less level of depression.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You unlocked the ability to traumatize your players more.
This is true.
All right.
You unlocked level 4 for
You unlock the
traumatized
Baldur's Gate
Alec.
inspiration.
We're
You
past,
can use Baldur's Gate to inspire.
we're past the funny kart racing times. Now it's
Now it
sadness
gets
and
into real
madness.
stuff. I know the real.
It's-
All right.
What do
It's
you mean?
the
This is
classic
my
Jimmy
favorite.
campaign.
I'm murdering
Oh.
people.
Wow, we're gonna
Demons.
go on
Yeah,
this
we
funny
you know what? We
adventure.
went a whole session with finally convincing Ithquant not to murder a demon on the spot.
Technically not a demon.
I mean, he broke his oath. He didn't conquest it.
Oh no! It's
I
still,
mean, I
it's,
think
it's
taking
still
it,
conquered.
taking as prisoner is
It's going to
conquest.
die as soon as we're done with it.
All right. Thank you for listening to Goon Quest. If you enjoyed the show and want to hear more of it, please feel free to leave us a 5-star rating wherever you listen to your podcast. Not only does this help others find our show, but it also helps us feel good about ourselves. Our opening music is by Sarush Abedi at Suma Studio and Alexander Nakarada. Cover art's by Casey May, and outro music is by Alexander Nakarada. Audio editing is by Jimmy May and maybe James/Chris. Our Instagram can be found at goon.quest. If you'd like to provide names of NPCs or have magic item ideas, you can submit suggestions at goonquest@outlook.com or through the Google form in our Instagram, link in the bio. Also, if you want to support the show, you can do so on our Patreon, Goon Quest, which is just the name of our Patreon, which is a Goontrion. but I should say Patreon so people know what site to go to. So it is Goon Quest there. You can get extra information about the world as well as character sheets for the players and other benefits as the show kind of grows. So thank you guys.
Goon time.
Goon time.
Goon.
Goon o'clock, bench.
Sorry, I needed to get to names.
That's actually impressive. I don't know.
Right?
Like,
Anyway,
It does sound like an alarm.
I thought it was his phone vibrating on the table.
oh, that's my birth control. Sorry.
Your birth control?
Yeah, my birth control alarm.
No. Your what?
Yeah, sorry.
What do you mean, Jay? This makes sense.
Yeah.
It's Bookie.
Okay.
Vibrating.
That's Boogie.
All right, you guys ready?
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Dude, it's like I forgot you were doing it. I just thought someone's phone was going on.
I'm ready.